Hey guys, it's me again. I'm back. Veronica here. Um, if you like my videos, hit the like button and hit subscribe so you can definitely see more of them. And all I have to say is Brad Mondo, do not come after me. This is my hair color, if you can see some of it. So I'm just going to explain what I did yesterday. I did have my mom help because I can't bleach the back of my head because I'm not a professional in any type of way, and I'm not saying this is something you should do or suggesting you should do. I typically don't use box dye. I don't care for box dye. I don't like box dye. I usually go to Sally's and get the tube dyes and the volume developer and do it that way. Well, I showed my mom how to bleach yesterday, and she learned how to bleach hair, and I don't have any footage of it because for some odd reason my iPhone deleted it somehow. But I'm just going to explain to you what I did. So it took about 30 minutes to, 30 minutes to have my mom apply it, just about, because she was learning how to bleach hair. We applied it to my ends and then up to my roots after she got done with everything but an inch to the roots. And then we did the roots, and the roots lifted really quickly as usual, as you should know. They're connected to the scalp. The scalp is hot, so they're gonna lift quicker than the rest of your hair, which it did exactly what I wanted it to, because I was trying to get my hair light enough to where I can put this color in, and I'll show the color at the end. My ends were dark red because that's what I've had in my hair. I always do red, and I wanted a natural looking color-ish for my work because I have to look professional. So I can't do the red that I normally do, and I don't have any legit pictures to put on here. After that, I decided to, because she missed a couple of spots on the roots, so we had to go through and I had her touch up the ends with bleach. After I let this first bleach sit in my hair for 30 minutes. I let it process for 30 minutes to pull out the color in my hair. After I did that, we did the ends, we did the root spots she missed. I let that sit in for maybe 15 minutes, if that, because the hair was already dry, and I did let coconut oil sit in before I bleached it and before I bleached it again. I ran it through twice. And then I rinsed all of that out, blow dried it both times so we can continuously go through the process. And by the way, I do not suggest bleaching your hair for more than one time in one day. But we did do it safely. We used 20 volume. I used shampoo and conditioner inside the bleach, so they would consider that a bleach bath. Very, very small amounts to make sure she had enough, and I didn't want to overdo it. And I was watching my hair in the mirror like a control freak. But after we got it bleached the second time, I ran through, dried it, and the ends still looked dark, but I blow dried it more and it started looking lighter. So I was like, okay, this is starting to look good. And I got it all blow dried, and once I got it blow dried, I ran more coconut oil through my hair because we put in Faria Copper Red powder mixture with shimmery shine in it. And box dyes that are permanent have ammonia in them on top of bleach hair that was not good. So I put the coconut oil in. My mom got the box dye ready and got everything set together the way she does it, because she's so used to doing box dye that she does it her own way. I didn't fight her on that one. And then once she got that all together, I sat back down and I was like, okay, go for it. So she dyed my hair. I let that process for the 25 minutes the box said, because you always want to follow the instructions on the box. If you let it sit in longer than it should, it's not going to do anything different than what the box says. And if you don't leave it in long enough, it's not going to do what the box says. So now I'm going to show you guys my results. And yes, it is bright in some spots, and I do have dark spots because there was still darker spots in my hair. But I feel like once it fades and it rinses out more, I'm hoping it dyes down to like a ginger copper color. But I still love the way it turned out, and I wouldn't change it for the world. So, and don't judge me, I swear. My eyes kind of look green in this. They're blue, but they look green. And yes, it is dry, so I'm hoping it's not as fragile. But I will be running coconut oil through it, and then I have a protein keratin mixture for a hair mask that I'm gonna put in to make it look and feel healthier. But I could feel it like crunching around because it was bleached and box dyed in the same day. More than one time bleached, I would say. But this is overall, and you can see like the banding. But like I said, don't judge me. My mom did help. Now on other people's hair I do way better, and I'm not a professional, so don't follow everything I do because that's not right. But I do dye other people's hair in a professional manner with a mixing bowl and actual correct mixtures, and I do really, really good. But it does shine very, very nicely in the light, and I like it. So I'm going to continuously condition it because I don't prefer to shampoo it constantly after I get it dyed. That's not good. It does make the color look washed out if you tend to shampoo it a whole lot. Typically during the first week after I dye my hair like a red color, when I used to have dark red, I had the Red's shampoo with keratin in it, and it would put red back into your hair, which is really, really good for your hair, and it's healthy. And they tell you to maybe do it once a week, if that, because you don't really need it a whole lot. It's basically to bring the red back into your hair. But since I have ginger hair, it's not gonna be like, oh, I can put dark red shampoo into it. No, I have to find the right kind of shampoo and conditioner that goes with this, that keeps it toned down and that makes it all look a joint color. But I did have black over this before, like literally over my hair before I bleached it, and that is very, very hard to lift out, even if it is professional dye. Like sometimes if it's professional dye and you put it over red like I did, sometimes it'll lift right out. But the coconut oil does help pull it out, so that's why I did it that way. This is mainly an informational video. I know I'm talking a lot. I apologize about that, but like I said, this is a hard color to achieve in one day. So I'm even surprised that I even got it this far, and I could care less about the banding. I'm more concerned about the ends and getting it healthy, and because it did go up a whole bunch in one day, like from black, if you could imagine, from like this color underneath my roots, these were my roots, and then black from like an inch from my roots down, brought all of this color up, and you can even see the ends. Like, it's pretty good, like decent. I mean, they probably need to be trimmed again, but I'd say I did decently. Like, it's not horrible, it's not fried, it's not completely damaged, it's just a little rough around the edges, and that's nothing that Olaplex or conditioner or keratin can't bring it back. So you can't completely heal hair back to where it was, but you can make it better than what it is. So that's just something I wanted to share with you guys, because I always like to keep you guys updated on my hair color and how I do it. I typically film it when I do it, but it just seems like on this channel all I could do is literally just show you the end results, and my roots obviously turned the color that the box showed, so because they got the lightest, but there was banding where spots got missed, and I'm just hoping that dies out. I do have 2 more boxes of the box dye, because my mom was able to get 1 box through all of this hair, which is very, very surprising. You would think 1 box would do a whole head of hair. Well, apparently it does. My mom knows how to stretch it, but that is for future use for my roots and stuff. I'm not gonna do them right away. I'm gonna let my roots grow out for like longer than 6 weeks, at least until they're a few inches long, because you're not really supposed to do it at every inch of your roots when they grow out, because that's not healthy. We did use the last half of my tub of bleach to do this. I maybe have a very little left, and that would be for like roots or something if I do choose to do that. but anytime I typically go and do my hair, I go to Sally's and buy professional hair dye, especially for people that I work on their hair. I don't ever put box dyes in them, ever, and that is something that I still follow to this day. There's so many mixed reviews on box dye and so many questions about box dye. Like I said, I am in no way a professional. I don't know what I'm doing half the time. So what I experience is when I'm about to do something that I don't know how I'm going to do, I watch videos. I look at end results of what could happen, and I look at end results of bad things that could happen. So when I decided to do bleach on my hair, I sat the entire last week watching bleach fails and bleach videos and bleach bath videos, all the different results that could happen. And more than one of them suggested putting coconut oil in the hair, and it lifts all of the color out like you want it to. So that's something I tried, because I don't care for bleach. I don't typically bleach my hair unless I have to, which I had to in this case because my hair was black. And I don't care to do my hair black because that is a very hard color to get out, but I needed something that looked okay and that allowed my hair to get back to the health that it needs, because my hair was fried at one point, and I will say this, I don't like bleach because I have literally fried my hair. I have learned the first time and the only time I've fried my hair that you don't bleach it more than once. That's a no-go. So story time. I bleached my hair when I was like 18, and I'm like 23 now. So I bleached my hair when I was 18. It was like down to my chin by the time I got done with it, because I bleached all the way up till I had an inch from my roots, because it started growing out after I got done bleaching it. I spent $70 at a Walmart hair salon trying to get red put in my hair so I had something in my hair so it didn't look horrible. And I told them all of my hair history, and this is why you don't go to Walmart to get your hair done, because these people don't know anything. I spent over 8 hours in that salon, and they could not figure out why my hair wasn't absorbing the color and why I couldn't get anything in my hair. And then they realized, they said, "You told us you bleached it, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, I fried it." And they was like, "Well, that could be why." And I was like, "So you're telling me I've spent all this money and all this time here for you to tell me what I already knew?" Like, I didn't know it wasn't going to be able to absorb color, but it was fried to the point where it couldn't, and they had to explain that to me. So I've learned my lesson, and I've been through that, and that's not fun. I had to go to Great Clips and get my hair trimmed every month. I only conditioned it. I never really shampooed it unless I had to, and that was maybe a couple times out of the month to avoid drying it out even more. It was so blonde and so ugly, and it absorbed a little bit of the red, and it didn't even look right. You could just see the wave of my roots growing in, and the blonde that didn't absorb anything, and then the red on some parts of it. It looked patchy and disgusting. I literally almost cried because I was like, oh, my hair is going to be gone. Like, I'm not going to have anything left to do anything with. So that's why I hate bleach. I don't really try to bleach the people's hair that I work with. But if it comes to it, I don't let it sit long, and I only use 20 volume ever. And I always put conditioner in my bleach so that way it doesn't overdo it, because I don't have access to Olaplex because it's really, really hard to get around here. But I've learned my lesson. I always watch tutorials, and I always watch like professionals dye hair. It's just something that runs in my side of the family, is doctors, nurses, and hairstylists. So it's not like I'm not like knowledgeable, but I am in a way. The only other way you get to know anything is by actually learning and absorbing information and learning the hard way sometimes. So killing my hair was one way of learning, but I've gotten it so long now, and it's healthier than it was, and I plan on keeping it that way. It took forever to grow all of this out. Forever. After I had to have it cut many, many times to get back to that healthy hair. And I'm just so happy that it's like this now, and I can enjoy my hair. Like, I can enjoy it. And it's all mine, and I can do whatever I want with it. So I just try to keep it healthy and make sure it looks right. And like I said, this is one day after when I've only washed it out yesterday with the box shampoo and conditioner that came with it. So I plan on putting coconut oil in it, and I plan on putting that hair mask on it. Like, look, it's not even like that tangly. Like, it's nice. Because I remember when I bleached it and fried it, it was like super duper tangly, and I just didn't even want to run my fingers through it, because anytime I did, like, pieces would fall out. And if I took a shower and I put conditioner in it, sometimes like I would lose like a bunch of hair. Like they split off the ends. Like my ends were done. They were just coming off in pieces whenever I ran my fingers or my conditioner through it or anything. Like, it was just bad. But it's very, very staticky today. I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah, it's just very, very poofy and staticky, and yeah, I love it. I feel nice about it. I feel like I can do whatever with it now, and it's shiny. It's like, I don't even think that's the box dye. I just think it's the shine. Like, there goes that band again, guys. Look at that. And I'm pretty sure it's just where the box dye sat. The banding is. It'll probably fade out and go away. I know I've got like 3 or 4 different colors looking like in here. But yeah, I love it. And I wouldn't have it any other way. And I just love it. It's just so pretty right now. And who knows, it may fade out to like a ginger red. And that's the end result that I'm happy with it. But I will catch you guys whenever it fades out a little bit, and we'll see where I go from there. I will definitely keep you guys updated on this hair story. I feel like the orange does kind of make my eyes look green. I feel like it kind of goes with it. Yeah. Alright, so hit that thumbs up button. If you have any comments about it, leave a comment, subscribe, and if you feel free, share this video, because it's a lot of information in one video. Like I said, Brad Mondo, don't kill me.